Hello 8th graders, your new video is going to be over section 6.3 from the book, which is multiplying with scientific notation. There are two basic rules that we're going to use. The first one is we have to apply or use the associative and commutative properties so that we can rearrange the problems in order to put the bases, like bases, together. And once we have the like bases together, we're going to go ahead and multiply and then write the answer in scientific notation. And I have one example shown here already. You can see that my original problem was 2 times 10 to the 6th, and then times 2 times 10 to the 3rd. And so if we use what this says, I'm going to rearrange it so the like bases are together. So the 2 and the, it should be a 4. The 2 and the 4 go together because they're both regular numbers, so they're like bases. And then you're going to put the 10 to the 6th and the 10 to the 3rd together because those are like bases. They both have 10s. Okay, then once I do that, I can go ahead and multiply each set separately. So 2 times 4 is 8. 10 to the 6th times 10 to the 3rd. If you remember what the rule is that we learned, you have to add the exponents. So it'd be 6 plus 3, and you leave the base the same. So 8 times 10 to the 9th. And that already is written in scientific notation. Remember that you could also write it as 8.0 times 10 to the 9th, but it really does not change the answer. So now we're going to start one from scratch without me writing any of the steps in there, and we'll see how that goes. All right, so 12 times 10 to the 1st, and then times 8 times 10 to the 21st. So I'm going to combine the like bases, and that's just the commutative and the associative properties lets me rearrange things. Okay, so 12 and the 8 go together, so 12 times 8. And then the 10 to the 1st and the 10 to the 21st go together. Then I can multiply them separately. 96 times, and I add the exponents here, so 10 to the 22nd. But now I need to make sure it's written in scientific notation. This is not written in scientific notation because the decimal has to be after the first non-zero number. So if I write it after that number, that means I moved the decimal one spot, right? So then I have to add a number here for the exponent because I'm going to have to move it one more spot. So this will be the actual answer then when you're done. 9.6 times 10 to the 23rd. So then we have one more type of problem here to do, and to be able to do this we need to remember something. Kiloliter, hectoliter, decaliter, liter, deciliter, centiliter, milliliter. We're going to need to remember that this is the order of this to be able to do this next part. So the directions say choose the most reasonable unit to describe the quantity. And then after you choose the correct unit, you're going to use scientific notation to describe the quantity in the other unit. Okay, so a pitcher holds about 2 what? Milliliters or liters? Well, milliliters would be like a drop of water, so that makes no sense. So the answer is liters, okay? But they want us to use scientific notation in the other unit. So I need to convert the 2 liters to milliliters. If you look here, how many spots apart are they? 1, 2, 3 to the right. So I have to take my decimal and go 1, 2, 3. So it's 2,000 milliliters. And then it also wants me to use scientific notation. So I'd have to say 2 or 2.0 times 10 to the 1, 2, 3 milliliters. Now, is it really just as easy to write it like this? Yes, probably, but the direction said write it in scientific notation, so then you have to write it like that. And we're going to talk more about this tomorrow, but this is the basic knowledge you need to bring with you. Have a good night.